Welcome to INNR Spaces. This is a place where men can come as they are, to unlearn the stories that no longer serve us, to unshame what we've been hiding, and to step fully into our freedom and wholeness. Hi, I'm Eugene. I'm so grateful that you're here with me for this very first episode of INNR Spaces. Today, we're starting with something that lives at the very core of this work: unshaming. Shame is one of the deepest forces that keeps men small, silent, and disconnected. It's the voice that says, "You're not enough. Oh, you're too much. Don't show that. Don't feel this." And here's the thing: most of us carry it with us, not even realizing it. It becomes like a second skin. So, today, we're going to explore what unshaming really means and why it's the doorway to freedom. I wanted to take an opportunity to share a little bit more about myself and a personal connection to unshaming. Many of us as children, especially if we're different, we don't fit into society's norms or the boxes, right? Or what we're told to believe. And I remember as a child, I was very boisterous, very flamboyant, very overdramatic, very joyous. And all I wanted was to feel love, peace, joy, stability, safety, like many of us, right? Well, the person that I ended up mirroring, my father in this lifetime, was not a man that unconditionally showed me what that looked like. He had a very chaotic childhood in a time period where there was a lot of lack, with parents that didn't have skill sets to teach him otherwise, alcoholism, abuse. And so he chose to bury a lot and form a wall to hide those feelings of feeling unworthy, feeling shame, blame, guilt, disconnection. So as a child, I felt like I was walking on eggshells the majority of the time. All I wanted to do was to please. And I began to, when I look back, to imprint and take on the energy of I'm not enough. There's something possibly wrong with me. Why can't he see me? Why is he upset with me? Why is he shaming me much of the time? You're too much, Eugene. Here you go again, Eugene. Then as I started interacting with my peers at school, being uniquely different, I would be made fun of for the way I walked, for the way I talked. So the shame continued. I remember being in high school with two of my friends, male friends, and we were on our way to a dance, and we were getting ready at my house, and we all had our shirts off as we were changing and getting ready in the mirrors in my bathroom. These were athletic guys. We had a lot of fun together. They treated me well. But due to conditioning, especially during that time period, they looked at my chest and they said, well, one of them said, "Wow, you're literally a board with two dots." So as you can imagine, being in high school, wanting to fit in, not particularly being an athletic person, that really made me feel badly about myself. And I remember covering up after that way more than I really needed to or should have. I felt like, well, I'm not buff. I don't have the pecs, the right arms. I'm skinny, I'm tall, I'm slender. I'm not wanted. People don't want me physically or sexually. So it just continued, and the layers continued to imprint and deepen. With that said, I know many of us sexually, personally, professionally can relate to this, however you identify. So for me, shame has shown up in the way I was taught not to cry or hide my body or silence parts of myself. And maybe you have felt that too in your own way. It's like an invisible cage, isn't it? It's interesting because unshaming isn't about pretending shame doesn't exist. It's about meeting it with compassion. It's saying to yourself, this part of me doesn't need to hide anymore. It's the gentle act of turning toward what you've been running from and choosing to embrace it instead. I want to take a moment, a reflection moment, and I want to try something together. I'd like you right now, if you feel led to, whether you're walking outside, sitting, laying down, cleaning. Now, this could be a little more challenging if you're driving, so please be careful. But take one slow, deep breath in, hold it. Now exhale it. Now think of one area in your life where shame shows up. Don't force that. And if nothing comes up right now, sit with it. But maybe it's your body. Maybe it's your sexuality. Maybe it's in your voice, your work, or your relationships. Maybe it's around money, career, your nakedness. And instead of pushing it away, take a moment just to whisper to yourself, it's okay. You don't have to hide anymore. Now feel that. Breathe that in. It's okay. I don't have to hide here anymore. Just notice how it feels to give yourself that permission, even for a second or a moment. I release these moments of shame that no longer serve me. So this is the work of unshaming. It's not about fixing yourself. It's about freeing yourself. Because the truth is, we were never broken. Ever. We just believed we were and or are. When men begin to unshame, something powerful happens. We reconnect with our bodies. We discover our voices. And we reclaim our freedom. I'm going to say that one more time. We reconnect with our bodies. We rediscover our voices. We reclaim our freedom. That is true liberation. So yes, today is the launch of INNR Spaces podcast and the collective for men, however you identify. This is a journey for myself. I have been taking steps towards this journey for actually many years. Baby steps, highs and lows, moments of worthiness and freedom, and moments of feeling entrapped and honestly, why even bother? Moments of, should I even be on the planet anymore? The shadow, the darkness, which turns back to the light, the true potential of who we are. It's so important to honor where we're at individually, because every individual person on this planet has their own unique, special journey and what they contribute to the meaning of their journey, to the freedom of their journey, and to others that they bring in on that path that they choose to take. Some of us did not have a say when we were younger, and maybe many of us feel that we still don't. This podcast is about personal growth, transformation. It's about owning our power, our pleasure, and fully being embodied and liberated in what our divine truth is. I'm glad you're here. There's going to be so many things offered as we take this journey together. So this is where we begin, unshaming. If this spoke to you, I invite you to keep walking this path with me. Share this podcast with a brother, a friend, a relative who needs it. And if you want to go deeper, come join the INNR Spaces community where we're unshaming together. One step, and as I say, spin or twirl at a time. There will be information provided here of how you can connect with me further and become involved. I thank you for being here. I thank you for listening. And I thank you for being you. So, until next time, claim your power, embrace your freedom, and live your truth. We are here to unshame, uncover, and unleash together in this collective. The time is now. Let's get liberated. I'll see you soon. And remember, you are the difference.